According to the commandments of flat design approach, we should be trying to remove as much as possible from our slides, meaning backgrounds, elements, etc. So if you have a look at this template by the US Bureau of Fiscal Service, we can probably do better without these lines, and we can also remove the motto, and we can probably clip the logo. I've checked, they actually use this version of the logo, and then we can change the typeface to something more decent, and we can end up with something like this, which I think is a much better, much more streamlined, much less crowded template. Once again, I think this is more or less ideal. This red and blue pattern below is very distinctive and it doesn't take too much space. It accommodates the logo as well as the page number, so I think this is a reasonably good idea. And the second thing is the logo itself. This is an actual situation that I've encountered a couple of years ago. I was working for a huge Russian telecommunications company which went through a major rebranding exercise, and they had this brand new PowerPoint template designed by a huge international branding agency, which looked more or less like this. Well, I mean, not exactly, I had to modify it, but huge balloons, colored balloons in the background. And on every seminar that I did in this company, the whole group had to go to the slide master and remove those balloons and make the logo smaller and change the typeface because the typeface was wrong as well. And I think this is a much more decent version. This is just way too much. I don't think we need all this on every slide. That is probably on the first slide, but not on every slide. If you are modifying the logo, or if you are designing your own template, please do not change anything within the logo, and also leave some space around the logo. Don't put it straight to the edge of the slide. Leave some space around. If you're making it smaller, please make sure there's still some space around the logo. I agree with Paul Belford, a British designer here, that a huge logo insults the intelligence of the audience. Not only does it scream, "I'm an ad, ignore me," but it also says you're probably a bit blind or stupid or something. So I don't think we have to have huge logos on our slide, and we probably shouldn't have any logo at all. If you're making the logo smaller, please look out for the proportions. Do not squeeze the logo, do not flatten it. Leave the proportions as they are. Those things are sacred. The size is not, but the proportions are. And another thing to consider is, of course, do we need a logo on every slide? Once again, Google, Amazon, Facebook, no logo. Do you need a logo? And for an external presentation, yes, you probably need. But for an internal presentation, I don't know, probably not. I mean, come on, nobody's gonna forget which company you're working when you're presenting internally. So I encourage you to just remove the logo altogether from your default internal template.